Hello, madam. I'm ready. Ma'am, I'm ready.
অবশ্যই।
আসছে না?
আনসার করো। ডিক্লাইন করছে কেন? অবশ্যই।
হ্যাঁ, এবার হিন্দিতে আসছে না?
ইন্টারেস্টিং।
Hello, madam. I'm ready.
Only the host can see you.
Hmm?
You are backstage, only the host can see you. তোমার ফোন ক্যামেরাটা ব্যবহার করতে হবে।
Camera 2, 3, facing front. Camera 2, 1, 2, 3, facing back. কি করো?
ফ্রন্ট ক্যামেরাটা এখানে
2, 1, 2, 3.
জানি না। বুঝতে পারছি। জিজ্ঞাসা করো।
Madam, I'm ready. Ready.
ইন্টারেস্টিং।
The sound is not.
তুমি কি ভালো আছে না?
Hello, madam. I'm ready.
তুমি ওটা নিয়ে জিজ্ঞাসা
Can I start? Can I start?
Just a second. Okay, sir, you are live now. Please continue. Most welcome here.
Okay.
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you, madam. And today, 29 May 2023, 2023, I am Krishnendu De from Bardhaman town, West Bengal, and I am an assistant teacher of Kanchannagar DN Das High School. And I am now presenting a topic that is only on basic science. And first of all, I must thank Indian Science Commentator Group for giving me an opportunity to interact with students via their channel, and I must convey my regards to our Reverend Mr. Anil Kumar Tripathi ji sir, who is our founder and chairman, and Mr. Saurabh Tripathi, secretary, and Mr. Mrs. Bandana Vishwas, coordinator, and Nishu Jaswal, and also a coordinator, and Mrs. Geeta Sachdeva Kapoor for giving me this opportunity. And I'm now going to my topic straightforward. And before going to the topic, I'm just introducing some electrical appliances, electrical instrument, electrical material that is here we use, and it is a uh, holder, and it is a bulb, and it is a switch, and also it is a switch. Here it is a 5 ampere switch. It is 15 ampere switch, and it is a holder, and it is a bulb. So basic these materials are necessary to make a circuit, in make a closed circuit. But to make a closed circuit, we must use wire, electrical wire. Here I take some electrical wire, and without wire, electrons cannot flow. And when we give a potential difference across the resistance, that is bulb across the bulb, then a voltage difference is happening across the bulb, and current flow through the bulb, and it will glow. Uh, and when we use this wire, then how can I choose this wire. Now I'm taking three wires. That is, this is thin wire, and this is moderate, and this is uh, thick wire. Three wires. So to form a basic circuit, which wire I use? Either thin wire, either moderate wire, or thick wire. And it is a sake of interest, and this conflict occurs. How can I choose my wire? It is a interesting point. And when at my childhood days, it was and my childhood days, I could not find which type of wire I choose. That is difficult question to me. And I went to shopkeeper, electrical appliances shopkeeper, and to find a wire, suitable wire. When I purchase a AC, then I go to the went to the shopkeeper. Can I give a wire that is suitable for AC, that is suitable for electrical bulb? So shopkeeper gave me that this type is suitable for AC, this type of suitable for your electrical light, tube light, or sometimes AC fridge. So I could not find how can I choose? How can I choose? How can I shopkeeper to choose this type of wire? I asked him, but he cannot. He could not give me a satisfactory reply. Because he usually by practice this type of wire, they always give their customers according to their practice level. So it is a difficult question arise after finishing my school level, and at that time only theoretical, no practical class was happening at that time at my childhood days, and I never did not find any suitable answer for these questions. And after college level, I asked my friend who is a electrical engineer at that time, how can you choose electrical wire that is thin, thick, or some cross section whose cross section is larger, whose cross section is thin, that is less larger, more larger. So she also did not give me the suitable answer which I satisfy at that time. I'm not, no, and I know I did not satisfy. So after my finishing my school level, when I am teaching my students, then I am thinking, yeah, how can I find? Then I evaluate that how can I find, that is which type of wire I use for uh, glow bulb, for fridge, or any other appliances. Then I'm finding that uh, now some board work is necessary, because a resistance, always a resistance, R R equal to rho L by A. R equal to rho L by A. That is, and R means a resistance. R is resistance, and rho is resistivity. That is material, depends on material, and L is length of the wire, and A is cross section of the wire. So R equal to that is V is equal to Ohm's law. That is Ohm's law, with V is equal to I into R. So obviously R equal to V by I equal to rho L by A. So uh, in our electrical appliances or home, in our home, we always use V, that is V equal to 220 to 240 volt. So V always 220, 220 to 240 volt. So I is analogous to A. That is I is analogous to A. So if I use more cross section area, then I the current flow through more cross section is more larger than, so a thin wire can pass a small amount of current, and a moderate wire can pass more current, and also, and the thick wire, that is pass more larger current. So if I use a bulb, if I use a bulb, that is bulb bulb is 60 watt. So here we get I equal to A. I equal to A. So if a bulb watt equal to 60 watt. 60 watt. So a bulb whose power is 60 watt. So 60 watt bulb, that is power equal to volt into ampere. That is P equal to V into I. So power equal to volt into ampere. P equal to V into I. And so power is 60 equal to 240 into I. So I less than 1 ampere. So the wire which can pass only 1 ampere current, only 1 ampere, that is thin wire. So we choose always 1 ampere wire, that is suitable for blowing a bulb, tube light, and electrical fan, that is also 70 watt, less than 100 watt, all other light and bulb and fan, etc. So we use 60 watt. And when we use our electrical iron, so when we use our electrical iron, for electrical iron has 500. So electrical iron has 500 watt. Electrical iron has 500 watt. So 500 equal to 240 into I. So I is nearly 2 ampere. So we use a wire that can pass 2 ampere current. So a moderate wire is necessary. But in case of AC, so AC has 2500 to 3000 its wattage power. So in a AC, that is 3000. So 3000 equal to 3000 equal to 240 into I. So I is nearly uh, 6 ampere. So for AC, large cross section of wire is necessary. So if I don't judiciously use the wire, it will cost or or always use your wire judiciously, and either it will cost effective, uh, it will more cost, obviously, And before coming to the connection, and how can I connect this type of wire, I use a different TLM. Before going to the fact, I am just for students. For students, I make a circuit that is just it is a box, plastic box. Here I use a LED bulb and a safety pin. Safety pin here, safety pin used as a switch, and this is LED bulb, and this is a battery. Uh, Now, how can I use this? And and simple circuit, to make a simple circuit, so power is necessary, a switch is necessary, and LED. Without switch, LED glow when a power is on, so LED glow day or night, so it is waste, it will waste, but switch is necessary. Now I am showing my TLM that how it works. And I am just putting battery, and now I am just using the safety pin as a switch. So I am opening switch, I am opening, and the power is on, and LED is now glowing. So if I disconnect, so LED is off. If I connect, LED is on. Okay, so LED is on and LED is off. That is battery, safety pin as a switch, and simple LED, 3-volt LED. And this is how I learn our students to make a simple circuit. It is use a switch and a LED and a power source. Okay, just to make a closed circuit. Now, after closing your circuit, now the point is coming that if I glow a single bulb rather than single bulb, if I glow 2 or more, 3 or 4 bulbs, then how can I use them? So it is a point. So our learners make a question that you are using a single bulb. If you use 2 or 3 more bulbs, then how can you use 2 or more bulbs? And that is obviously a question comes. Now I will show that point, and before that point, I will make sure that how the connection will happen in series and obviously in parallel. How we connect our resistance in series and parallel. Also for the learners who are below, who are middle class, and also some uh, guardians who are not their science background. So just a short description about two connection, that is series and parallel. So we make two connection of resistance, that is series connection and a parallel connection. I'm just showing that how could I connect the in series and in parallel. So in switch, I am using bulb, that is resistance. Here I am just using this bulb, that is positive, negative, and that is positive and negative battery, and this is bulb 1, bulb 1, bulb 2, and bulb 3. Here bulb positive and negative. Negative part is attached with positive of the second bulb, and here negative part attached with positive of the third bulb. So this connection is series connection. Series connection. But the same thing in parallel. So we are using so here bulb 1, bulb 2, and bulb 3. So in parallel connection, we see that all positive point is connected with a single entry, and all negative point are connected with a single entry. So the connection is important here. So just two connection, that is series connection and a parallel connection. So in our circuit, so two connection is important, that is series connection and parallel connection. Now I will show a model, uh, definitely that will under the guidance of teacher and elder or guardian, and this may danger because I'm connecting our main electrical network, but without guidance, without precaution, it is not for students to use this type of circuit. And for students, I'm just using the circuit that is now the here positive part of LED and negative part of LED. Positive is connected with positive, and the entry and the end are for power connection. This is called series connection, and positive part are connected to one point and negative part are connected to one point, and this is a parallel connection. It will obviously give result. Just I am showing single that it will act. Just I am showing. Just I am showing that it is glowing. It is glowing. It is glowing. So this circuit is giving result. And just I am using a big TLM, teaching learning material, that I use for our students, because in our when students pass their class 10 or class 12 level, and after that they also use their electrical circuit in their home. So basic idea is necessary, because all students will not continue their studies in science. Some will divert to arts stream. Some will divert to another agriculture or in different background. And now, why it is necessary? This is a fact that why we use that already theoretical knowledge is sufficient, but now no theoretical knowledge at our childhood is the theoretical knowledge was sufficient. I don't we never think that practical experiment or practical knowledge is necessary, and our teachers also did not think on the matter that practical knowledge is necessary. But now the matter change, and I we all teachers and also giving the opportunity for practical knowledge base. Our school has formed practical room and for and science laboratory. Also, our government are helping their stretch their helpful hand and to successfully coverage students' interest. So, I think that in our coming days, in our present days, not only theoretical knowledge but also practical knowledge is side by side is very much necessary. That is now that's emerged as a national policy of education. Also, national policy of education are giving that opportunity. It's also in our Indian students, we always use theoretical knowledge and then by then practical knowledge. So now I make some model, and this type of model in this type of model here we use series connection. That is, three bulbs are connected with series, and these three bulbs are connected in parallel, and corresponding switch here for bulb this is switch, for bulb this is switch, and for bulb this is switch. And for switch connection, and only I use single switch. Why? Why I use single switch? Because in series connection, a single switch is sufficient. When I cut the switch, so current does not flow through them. Uh, so single switch is sufficient, but for parallel connection, so switch 1, switch 2, and switch 3 is important here, because if I put off the bulb, then I can off the switch S1, and for putting this bulb off switch S2, and for switch S3. So three different switch I use. Here for bulb switch, here for bulb switch, and DC switch. I already make tight two bulbs, and then I'm just using third bulb. So our connection is complete here. We are using three bulb in series and three bulb in parallel. So what will happen? We will just watch. If I switch on, then our series connection bulb are glowing. You just notice in series connection, so all the bulbs are glowing here and glow already in less small intensity. But at the same time, when you use 240 volt to parallel connection, then yeah, you see for parallel connection. So in parallel connection, all the lights glow with full intensity, But in series, when you connect, so bulb will glow with less intensity. That is the fact. So if I put off at the same time, same voltage is applied here. So series, same wattage bulb, all are 100 watt. These six bulbs are always all are 100 watt. So by same amount of money, I purchase all six bulbs, and when I connect in series, so it is glowing less power. When I connect in parallel, so it glow more. So the point is, how could I connect? How could I connect, whether in series or parallel connection? How could I connect? Whether in series connection or in parallel connection. Now the point, the in our slum area that where hooking is happening most of the time. Some and the front house hooked to main line, and next house are hooking to their previous house, and the last house, I usually see that the bulb in the last house glowing with less power. So just glowing less with less intensity. So it is a problem. It is a problem. Uh, and also on the contrary, on the opposite side, if we use in our home electrical wiring, the series or connection or parallel connection, if we use series connection, then the same voltage of bulb will glowing less intensity, but in parallel we see that more intensity will happen. So in our house wiring, dear students, can you tell me in our house wiring, how could I use, how could I connect our bulb? Yes, you're right that in our sorry in our house wiring connection, always parallel connection will happen. Now a different situation will happen, that is very fun to you. So the different situation, what is the different situation? Now the different situation is, uh, I'm just taking, it is 25 watt bulb. It is 25 watt. 25 watt bulb. 25 watt. And this is this is 200 watt. This is 200 watt. This is 25 watt and this is 200 watt. In our home appliances, we usually see that if I don't see up to the mark, then we use more powerful bulb. That I use in our childhood days. If 100 watt bulb is not sufficient to read or write, then we use 200 watt bulb or more. This is we usually see in our home appliances. We never use less powerful bulb. Already we usually use practice that if we don't read or write 200 watt bulb, then we use 200 watt bulb. Now the point is, uh, what will happen if we use 200 watt bulb and 25 watt bulb in series or in parallel. Then I will explain how we can retrieve our slum dwellers of the last house from that last house students, that is marginalized students, can read and write. Uh, Now it is a fun by using different wattage bulb in series and in parallel connection. Now I am showing that. Come to the point. Now I am just giving. I am just connecting in series. Then what will happen if I connect 200? That is 100 watt. In place of 100 watt, I use 200 watt. So you see, just filament is glowing. Just you see, just filament is glowing. But 100 wattage bulb glow more than earlier. Now I am seeing so that this bulb glow more if I use 200 bulb. So a slum house, if they use a 200 bulb in place of 100-watt bulb, then obviously uh, his or her bulb is not function properly or cannot read or write. So in place of, just you see, in place of 100 watt, I am just using 25-watt bulb. So you see, 25-watt bulb is glowing more. 25-watt, 100-watt, and 200-watt is glowing less and less. So 25-watt bulb is glowing more. You are seeing in your eye. So 25-watt. So if we check our slum dwellers, that is last marginal students, if I give the knowledge that if we use less wattage bulb, then obviously you will be benefited if we use less wattage bulb. And the same thing, what will happen in our parallel connection? Just I am showing 25 wattage bulb, and in place of 25-watt bulb, I am using 100 watt, and this is 200 watt, and just 100 watt. This is 100-watt bulb. Now, obviously, this is parallel connection. So, in place of 100-watt bulb, I am using 200-watt bulb. So 200-watt bulb is glowing more, and in place of 100-watt bulb, I am using 25-watt bulb. So 25-watt bulb is glowing less. Just compare, 25-watt bulb is glowing less. So this is sufficient. So in our slum area, so if I give them knowledge, so less wattage bulb for the slum area, then they will be benefited if they use less wattage bulb. Now already I covered the model, that is how to make a closed circuit. And to make a closed circuit, what electrical gadgets, what electrical things are necessary, and so only not only electrical things are necessary, connection is important here. So in series connection, in parallel connection, already we get a little knowledge in a small time. So we already covered series connection and parallel connection, how slum dwellers feel in their connection, how our electrical, how our house wiring, how can we use house wiring. So definitely a point that is here main switch. Yeah, main switch. This is main switch. So all are off. So main switch is important. Not only connect, now I can connect in series, I can connect in parallel, but if any problem, so main switch is important. Now I am using here main switch. Now the problem for any human error, or by mistake if we connect, if we mistake by if we connect wrong, or short circuited, then what will happen? So it will burn obviously if a short or mistakenly wrong connection, it will burn and uh, it will not functioning our electrical appliances, and it will damage, it will get damaged. So I think not only connection is important, power, connection, electrical switch, bulb, wire, all the things are good, main switch, all are good. And also use a fuse is necessary. For separate fuse, separate for separate house, separate fuse is necessary. So how can I use? Because for wrong connection, so it get damaged. For that point, I am just using a fuse. How can I use? That is main 2 point. That's it. Two different point. And when I connected with power, this point I connect in power, and this is switch. So if I put the switch on, then just short circuited happen. That is by mistake we use, and this point is connected here and here. So for if you live wire or neutral wire, so connected it with live wire with neutral wire. So it could be done by mistake, live wire and neutral wire, and by this switch I could connect with this. Now what will happen? Just have a look, and that in that matter. So I'm just putting here bulb, here bulb, and I'm just giving power. I'm just giving originally power. So now I'm drawing this point. Obviously, precautions should be taken and under the guidance of your teacher. And this is switch off and this is switch on. Now I'm putting, if this on, then what will happen? And the positive part, live part and neutral part will connect each other. What will happen if I connect or mistakenly wrong? Then I see just quick. I'm showing. Oh, just MCP down. MCP is down. So in our connection, in just in our present day, flat culture is happening under single roof. Large number of families are living. So every house or every flat should have different connection, and every room has different fuse, different MCP. In modern view is necessary because if a single member of a house can wrongly doing something, then the total line will black out. So fuse is necessary. So today just I am showing how we can make a closed circuit with different gadgets, different appliances, and how could I connect in series and in parallel. And not only connection is important, but also a fuse is necessary, and after a meter. So total today I covered this four models that is helpful to our beloved students. Just I covered for today, and before coming to end, if any students have query, then you can write me in my YouTube live channel that is already happening side by side. So I'm just waiting for your uh, point question, and also you can ask my another time also. Uh, I will obviously answer to my ability, according to my ability. I will give you answer and give you solution. And I encourage every students to make a circuit not only in theoretical knowledge but also in practical knowledge. And practical knowledge is necessary because in our that is a modern science tells me that is uh, integrated course in which not only a single subject is necessary, um, but also a merge of two or three subjects is necessary. That is come in our market, in our education. That is integrated circuit, integrated course, and our for our students
What's it?
and for our students theoretical knowledge with practical and science learning by doing. Always encouraging our students. And before coming to end, I am wishing wellness and good health to our Reverend Mr. Anil Kumar Tripathi ji sir, and also others jury members and of the Indian Science Communicators Group, because they have given me a golden opportunity and shared their platform to interact with you, all the students, all the respected persons here present in our YouTube live and also in your Facebook live channel. And I do hope that, like first, you are encouraging us to way forward for the benefit of our students, and for any program or any school level program and school. I'm a school teacher also, where knowledge is very small, only for school level students. I encourage them, I motivate them. So school level for any program you can contact. You can contact me, my number, my phone number or in my WhatsApp number. So that's for today. I'm just ending, and hope we'll take a chance another if I get any opportunity from Indian Science communicator groups. I will take a chance another day also. So, wishing thank you very much for your patience. Just last 1 hour, and wish you all the best. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
In session.
And here now I am ending the session. So I am ending the session. Here I declare that.